Hey, guess who ran out of witty pre-roll jokes? Me. Readers, today's lesson is about forgiveness. And the definition of forgiveness is the action or process of forgiving or being forgiven. Now, today's lesson wasn't originally going to be about forgiveness, readers. But the one thing that wasn't going to change about it was the fact that Bryan Cranston was cast as Zordon in the upcoming 2017 Power Rangers movie. When this news was released on June 21st, 2016 on not only his official Twitter account, but the official Twitter accounts of both the Power Rangers movie and TV show, casual fans of Power Rangers responded to the news with pretty positive results, since they know about his range via Breaking Bad. But for us ride or die Power Ranger fans, all this meant to us was that Bryan Cranston was finally coming home. And that's not to be confused with the song by Diddy that every single marketing company had a hard-on for the past 5 fucking years. So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that Bryan Cranston is no stranger to the franchise. He actually used to do dub work for the show during the Mighty Morphin era. As an up-and-coming actor, he did voice work for 2 specific Rita Repulsa monsters: Snizzard from Foul Play in the Sky, and Twin Man from A Bad Reflection of You. And to add to that, it was confirmed in 2013 that the character Billy Cranston, the original Blue Ranger played by David Yost, was named after Bryan's namesake. Which is ironic, because out of the original cast members that verbally expressed their feelings regarding his casting, the only one that spoke on Cranston in a negative light was David Yost. In a post he made on his Twitter account the day of the announcement, Yost linked an interview that Bryan and show creator Vince Gilligan had with IGN promoting Breaking Bad Season 2, in which, after saying the fact that the character Billy was named after Cranston, he went on to say, "He's the Fey one, that's the problem." So in terms of context here, it's absolutely safe to say that this statement can be looked as homophobic. Urban Dictionary defines this use of the word fey as fairly gay as applied to a heterosexual male with homosexual stereotypical traits. Now, for those of you unaware, David Yost, like myself, is LGBT. He was struggling with his homosexuality over the course of his time on the show, and eventually quit during the Zeo era because he had enough of the homophobic insults he received from basically everyone associated with the show but his fellow actors. Ever since then, he played a huge role in the LGBT movement regarding media, contributing heavily to the No Hate Project, while still proving to be just as supportive to the franchise and the fans as Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank? Tommy Oliver? You know, he was the Green and the White Ranger, and then 2 Red Rangers, and then... Never mind. So you can only imagine how David felt when Cranston took a jab at the fact that Saban named a character portrayed by a gay actor after him. And I completely understand where David is coming from regarding not being a fan of homophobes, because that statement can definitely be taken as proof of homophobia. But what about this?
Hi, I'm Bryan Cranston, and this is my wife Robin and our daughter Taylor.
We're Americans for marriage equality.
Gay and lesbian couples should have every right to experience the joys of marriage and family that we do.
Because now I'm confused. Is he a homophobe or is he not a homophobe? Because that was a really non-homophobic thing to do. And it didn't stop there, mind you. Not even a full 2 years had passed after Cranston and his family did that Human Rights Campaign PSA, when he showed his support for the New Mexico Unites for Marriage campaign in January of 2014. Then, during an interview he had with GLAAD in the month of April of 2015, at the premiere of Finding Neverland, a Broadway stage play he produced, he had this to say regarding being an LGBT ally.
I don't understand why every person shouldn't have the rights of any other person. I've been a big supporter of gay rights for forever, and I think it's absurd, insulting also to the gay community to have to constantly bring this up again and again. There are far more important issues to deal with. Let's end this silliness, accept everyone for who they are and what they are, and embrace that and move on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say he's not a homophobe. Which means that the statement made during the 7-year-old interview was either a distasteful joke that he meant no offense by, or he learned to be more accepting as time passed by. And whereas he hasn't officially gave an apology to David Yost regarding the words that he said about him during that interview, because I doubt he even fucking remembers, nor has Yost changed his opinions about Cranston since, the one thing we all can learn about this is the importance of forgiveness. Because like the possibility of Cranston, there are plenty of celebrities and important figures that have since had a change of heart over the course of their careers regarding the LGBT community. People like Kevin Hart, Eminem, Barack Obama, Lucas from Kids React. Because if I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry has taught us anything, it's these two things. 1. People can genuinely change their opinions for the better, especially when they begin to truly understand the plight of a people and look at it in a light that they're not necessarily used to being in. And 2, it is possible for said people to show forgiveness toward an individual who has done wrong, even when it isn't asked of said person. And I'm pretty sure there are plenty of individuals in your personal lives that has done point 1, just as sure as I am that there are plenty of examples of point 2 being prominent, given America's relationship with civil rights. So David, if you're watching this, know that I didn't make this video to call you out. I absolutely respect everything you had to go through over the course of your career, all the hurdles you had to jump and all the obstacles you had to overcome. Even though I'm LGBT myself, I can't even imagine being able to relate to all the things that you had to go through. And you may have your reasonings, but I learned the hard way that it's not really good to hold on to grudges, especially if they're caused by something very small and very stupid. Sometimes forgiveness is the best route. And Bryan, if you're watching this, I acknowledge everything that you're doing for the community. All the statements, all the actions, and all the dedication over the past 5 years that we have on record. And I'm pretty sure a good chunk of us fans, look forward to seeing you play Zordon in the upcoming Power Rangers movie. And whereas I can't speak for David Yost or the lot of the LGBT community, in regards to the statement you made during that interview you had with IGN 7 years ago, I forgive you. So readers, your homework assignment for the day is one of multiple choice. Write in the comment section below either your thoughts and opinions on the situation, or whether or not you're looking forward to Bryan Cranston portraying Zordon in next year's Power Rangers movie. And if anything, press the subscribe button for me being able to make a relevant reference to I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I deserve all the kudos for that shit. The fuck? Anyway, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.